back while sitting here on Nancy and Wayne, who spent their blind date in sultry Singapore. Woo!
Can you believe it? Feet's poking the rangers, doesn't it?
Just need you to register, please.
Don't think any of this is my scene, you know? Can't see myself here in 10 years.
It's fabulous.
So you're not bored.
He's a bit feely. Give him a kiss. Oh, he's going down my thing. Does he like me? He's very pretty. What's his name?
His name's Charlie.
Charlie. Put your hand up on there.
Your resistance is a bit low. I've not found it.
My resistance is low. What are you doing?
And that's what everybody should for man to improve sex life. All the everybody should. Don't be shy now. What am I care?
Don't let go, please.
Suss this out. Stick it in a chilli. Like that. Put it in your mouth and... What's this? Well, grapple me quite now. You must put something in the box. It's all ringing this quite tongue around this area.
Is there anything I can do?
Bird I've had all week.
Sleepy eyes there. Well, Nancy and Wayne, was Singapore a delight or
It was fantastic. It was beautiful.
What about you two? Was it a disaster? Shall we find out?
We don't know yet.
Right at the beginning, when we were on the plane, we seemed so close and got on so well together that I even thought I was going to marry her.
Wayne is the type of person that I tend to go out with. He's dark and he's sort of rough and ready type. But I didn't realise that underneath he was really affectionate and really kind and gentle. I was expecting him to be a bit more of what he looked like.
Nancy is very difficult to talk to in the sense that she talks to you and she asks you a question and you answer it. Sort of halfway through the question, she changes the subject. So you're sort of answering a question and you're coming out with the answer and you just get into the important bit. So, oh, that's a nice flower over there, isn't it?
Wayne does tend to go on a bit, especially when he's cracking his jokes. They're funny, but not all the time, and sometimes he really does get on with my nerves, and I have to sort of tell him to shut up and just be quiet sometimes.
To say that Nancy talked a lot was a bit of an understatement, really. I mean, the only way to get round it was to say, Nancy, Nancy, and when she eventually listened to you, say, Nancy, shut up. In fact, I think she even talks in her sleep so she can practice for the day.
I'm afraid I'm not a very adventurous person with food, and I was encouraged to really try things in Singapore.
A lot of people say, I mean, you would say, this food disagrees with me. Well, I think Nancy disagreed with the food. She sort of sat there arguing with the noodles. At one point, I expected a bowl of noodles to jump up and say, hey, will you just shut up? Leave me alone, I'm a bowl of noodles.
Wayne is a very easy person to go shopping with, which I was really surprised at for a man, because usually they hate being dragged around the shops.
When we went shopping, Nancy was just sort of dragging me along. In fact, I could have had a pair of wheels under my feet and been on a piece of string, really. It would have been a lot less messy.
I remember Wayne complaining that I wasn't affectionate enough, and he was always, like, asking me for a kiss. There was one time in the plane when he said, give me a kiss here, and I went to give him a kiss there, and he turned his face around, so I had to kiss him on the lips. I didn't realise.
We're getting on really well. So I thought, well, I'd push my luck a little bit. And I said, yeah, we're getting on quite well, aren't we, Nancy? And she turned around and said, don't pressurise me. Don't pressure me. I don't need this. This is too heavy.
I think Wayne, it really isn't the type of person that I would fancy. I just think, given different circumstances, more relaxed atmosphere, and not with so many distractions in Singapore, I could really get to know him quite well.
So what I thought I'd do then is I thought I'd try another approach. So we were in the lift, and I just grabbed hold of her and pulled her close to me, and she said, oh, this is a nice lift, isn't it?
I think the reason that I didn't kiss Wayne was because I felt if I'd have responded to his affections, he would have misread the situation and zoomed in and totally taken over the relationship.
When we got to the birthday, a little red macaw crawled up my arm, sat on my shoulder, and he was kissing me on the lips. And that was quite good, because I nearly left Nancy behind in the bird park and took the macaw home with me. Mind you, parrots still talk, don't they?
If there was anything about Wayne that I could change, I'd probably make him less hairy. Sort of a bit like cuddling a carpet.
Isn't the sort of girl I would normally go for, purely for the fact that I'm into very plain girls. And Nancy certainly isn't plain.
I would like to hope that I eventually end up with somebody like Wayne. He's great fun to be with. He's a really bubbly personality, and he is really responsible and caring. I just think, in myself, at the moment, I'm a bit too young for any heavy relationships.
If Nancy phoned me up in a week's time and said, I've just realised how stupid I've been. She was going to throw her arms around me and give me a big kiss. Let's give it another try. I think I probably would, if we were in a room where there was no flowers and no Chinese foods.
I like it. This looks very promising indeed. Well, you really said glowing things about each other and sort of a little bit insulty things about each other. Do you really think she talks too much?
Oh, it's all the time.
Rabbit.
Look, it's all the time. Every time she talks, it's just talking.
It's just him all the time. He just talks all the time. He does not stop.
Absolutely stop talking.
You can't stop
Rabbit, you've got a wonderful tune.
But what about the lift? I mean, that was the perfect opportunity. Certainly it was for you, Wayne. And he really flung his arms around you and all he said, what a lovely lift.
I think it was the other 20 people in the lift, really, that really bothered her.
And about 36 floors to go.
Yeah.
But the food, you didn't get on with the food. You're a bit fussy about the food as well. But you got stuck in, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I have a go at anything. Yeah, I had to eat all hers as well. They put this shark fin soup down, right, and she said, I'm not eating that. And she's spinning around the bowl like it. She said, I'm not eating that. I thought, I'll have a go. I found some prawns at the bottom, so I thought, prawns, well, I'll have a go at that. I like prawns. So I troughed into this soup. I got halfway through it. I was feeling a bit green. A bit seasick, as it were. And she swapped the bowls over. She said, now you eat mine. I was like, oh. I still had another 3 courses to go after that.
I think I had a grain of rice at that dinner.
Did you really? Did you lose? You must have lost weight then in Singapore. But mind you, you did also say on the film, I mean, he was a bit hairy.
Well, I don't mind, but I mean, on the
Just
plane...
as well I like hairy women, isn't it, really?
On the plane, he said to me, I've got an itch on my back, just put your hand down my T-shirt and scratch it there. And I put my hand over it, there's just all this hair growing up his back and all, I thought, oh, sorry.
Well, I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right now.
Wayne, if there's there were anything, and not that you could change anything about Nancy, because she's absolutely perfect, is there anything that you would change apart from the rabbiting?
Yeah, I'll probably change her address. So she'll be just down the road from me.
Oh. Nice. Well, does that mean in the new year you're making a New Year's resolution to see each other?
No, because I'm moving to Florida. Yes. I'll give her a
I'd
ring.
like to add here, I did try and contact Wayne this week.
But I'd take the phone off the hook.
No, he'd given me the wrong phone number and a false address.
You did enjoy each other's company, we all know.
Yes, we did.
And
we
your
had
two
a really
bubbly personalities.
whale of a time.
And I hope you do see
Oh, we
each other
will.
in the new
We
year.
definitely will.
Will we?
Yes,
I'm
we
sure
will. Well, I'm ever so excited, aren't you, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Good luck for the new year. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy and Wayne. Lovely. Oh, super. Well, that's all we have time for this week, but we will be back next week to see